Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the puncher. This is the one that is normally the executioner of relationships, full stop. Like, this is normally where things have got so bad and it leads to this. Now, this may seem like the end for a lot of you, but I have had clients, it is possible for a long and painful journey that we can move past this, understand it and heal from it. That's right, today we are going to be talking about the infidelity, i.e. cheating in marriage, and understanding and healing from that betrayal. Now, like I said, it's going to be a long journey on this one, and this one does take patience, but I have had clients that are happier than ever because they saw how bad the relationship got to this stage. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am Tom Cockrell, the founding father of CoupleCore Coaching, accredited by the Coaching Masters and International Coaching Federation. I am an accredited relationship coach. Yes, I specialize more in intimate sort of coaching sessions to get couples united together to work towards a goal and reignite their passion and reconnect to themselves. But I like to put out these lessons to sort of try and help people who aren't ready or do not want other people involved. So I like to try and help these people as best I can, and I hope this helps you back at home as well. Now, like I said, this is normally the executioner of relationships, but it can pull through. So let's get on with the slides. Let's get on with the presentation. Hopefully this could be helpful for you back home if you are, I am very sorry if you are going through this, but we'll find out. We'll find a way. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the understanding of infidelity in marriage. So infidelity can severely damage a marriage, eroding trust and intimacy. It may occur emotionally, physically, or both. And understand the causes is essential for healing. Exactly. That is essentially what the aftermath of infidelity can cause in a marriage. That is the general gist. It can cause so much damage. Like I said at the beginning, this is normally the execution to a relationship, to a marriage. This is where a lot of marriages end in divorce because it is that last straw, so to speak. But studies shown that 9 times out of 10, it is the damages in your relationship which leads to this, which is the main problem. So the common causes of infidelity are emotional disconnection in the relationship, unmet needs or desires, opportunities and temptation, lack of communication about intimacy, existing relationship dissatisfaction. A lot of the times when infidelity, cheating happens in marriage, it is normally because the marriage is in such a low place. It is damaged. It is taking those punches, those brawls. Your relationship is hanging on by a thread, and it's normally the cause to this. And I think most studies do show that people that have had their marriages end in divorce say it's what led up to it which caused the divorce. And again, this was just the final swing from the executioner. But it all bottles down to one last thing, which is the loss of that core friendship. You got to remember, your wife, your husband, it is your best friend. That is your partner for life. Now, to do something like this, to break them that much, you've got to be in a really bad place. Obviously. What effects what does it have on marriage? If you're thinking about, maybe it will, maybe she'll be all right with it, maybe he'll be okay with it, he won't know. But trust me. But it has some serious effects. It is the loss of trust and security. That's right, the trust is gone. The security, that friendship is gone. That one you look to the most is gone. Emotional pain and anger, exactly as you can imagine. Not much to talk on that one. Conflicts around forgiveness and rebuilding. Like I said, you can forgive, you can rebuild. Doesn't have to be the executioner. It's just going to take a lot of work, which we will talk about, but it is going to be an absolute challenge. Reduced intimacy and connection. That's right. It's going to be very hard to sort of unite together, be as intimate. Like I said, it's doable, but it's a long road, and all failing that, divorce, which is unfortunately one of the main effects from infidelity in marriage. It does end in divorce for those that think that cannot come back from it. Right, so the big one, how to heal from infidelity. Open communication about feelings and concerns. Now, at the end of the day, whoever is the one that's been cheated on, they are going to be very upset, paranoid, that trust will be gone. They need to keep an open communication about how they're feeling and how they're concerned. And the cheater needs to be respectful, open, mindfulness. They have a lot of making up to do, so to speak. But you can rebuild trust gradually through small, consistent actions. That's right. You know what they say? Trust isn't given, trust is earned. And you're going to have to work very hard doing those small small gestures, small things that you can do throughout your lives. Build that trust back up. I'm not saying it's going to take a day or a week or a month. It could take up to years. But your marriage is worth trying for, and it is worth absolutely doing it. I do actually have a very positive thing to say about cheating, which I will go on to later on in the slides. Forgive with time and effort, but you have to acknowledge that has happened in the past. That's right. You can't just say, forget about it. Don't worry about it. It was an accident. No, it happened. It got to a place that was so bad. So that's right. With time and effort, forgiveness has in place. But you have to remember, you're only human. What led on to the cheating in the first place, and try to look out for those withdrawals that your relationship had, those setbacks, those knockdowns, so you can really push through it, so you can acknowledge it. You can use it to strengthen yourself up to make sure you do not go down that dark road again, which led to the unfaithful act. Establish new relationship boundaries and goals. That's right, your relationship isn't going to be the same again. You might need new relationship goals. If you're watching this video, then well done you for taking positive action towards your relationship, and I certainly hope these lessons do help you. My name is Tom Cockrell, the founder of CoupleCore Coaching. I am officially an accredited relationship coach by the Coaching Masters and International Coaching Federation. And if at any point you enjoy the videos, then please feel free to like the channel, hit the subscription and ring that notification bell, because I promise you, we are going to help you get to the bottom of saving your relationship and giving a better relationship for you. Thank you very much. That also will help you sort of maybe keep the relationship sort of thing, because whatever you did before maybe it wasn't working, so it keeps it a little bit fresh, mixes it up, maybe gets you more connected. So you got to try and keep that united front together. You've obviously got to work closer and harder together, keep that core friendship alive. Now for a lot of people, as you can imagine, doing this on your own can be very tricky. So a lot of people sort of like to seek professional help, whether it be coaching, counseling, psychological therapy. It is, the options are there for people to go out there and get help, because like I said, this is the big one. It's very hard, it's very traumatic, and some people really struggle to do this on their own. So do consider that as well. So the tips for preventing future infidelity. Now, like I said at the beginning on the first slide, it's that loss of the core friendship. It was that loss of core sort of love for each other. It went into a really dark, deep road before that cheating happened. So make sure you maintain a strong emotional and physical intimacy in it. And I've said this in other lessons that I've had, about intimacy issues. It doesn't have to be just sex. It could be just, the hugs, the holding hands, the cuddles, the snuggling up, the lovey-dovey stuff, the just being in each other's presence and enjoying each other's physical touch of each other, but also staying on an emotional level as well, where you really connect with your partner. You have to share. And for some people, that's a very tricky thing to do, is to share. That is one of the sacrifices we all must make in a relationship, in a successful relationship. Communicate openly about needs and desires. Now, so this person might have cheated because their needs and desires weren't met. So you have to speak openly about it. And I'm not saying you should be forced to do what you're not comfortable with doing, but there has to be some middle ground. You have to come to an acceptable decision that you're both happy with to try and meet the needs and desires. Set clear boundaries with others outside the relationship. Exactly. I mean, this is all very sort of scenario based, but it depends how it happens. Between yourselves back home, make sure you set some clear boundaries that are both respectful and reasonable. Prioritize quality time together as a couple. That's right. That is just one of the key steps that I've put on shorts and etc. shorts and on smaller clips. I haven't done a big lesson on prioritizing quality time together, but it is such an important one. It is one that as the longer we get married or throughout marriage, we sort of take each other for granted. And it's very easy to do. It's so easy to take each other for granted and not appreciate the small things that you do for each other, or not make that special time for each other. So make sure you prioritize that quality time where you can just enjoy it together. And finally, resolve relationship conflicts before they escalate. That's right. So sometimes, now I will be putting out a lesson on sort of conflict resolution and how arguments work in a future lesson, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, about like a bit more in detail about how to handle a fight in a relationship. But you do have to try and resolve relationship conflicts before they blow up, before they escalate and get well out of hand. Try to resolve them peacefully, calmly, where you can both agree on it. Like I said, it is a very powerful, very damaging action, but I have had clients, they have got through it, they have pushed through, they've had to work really, really hard for it. It's not an easy journey, but it is a possible one. So thank you very much, then, Gemma. I did actually have a positive message throughout this, and now one of them had an affair, so to speak, and they worked through their differences. They grafted at it, like they really worked hard together, and now they are probably the happiest they've ever been. And it's because they realized how important it is to make sure the small things are in effect. And what do I mean by the small things? I mean, like, the spending quality time, the kind gestures, they're just really caring for each other. When you take each other for granted, you will naturally distance off from each other. So the fact that they've used that as a lesson to think we got to such a bad place. They see it, they visualize it, they make sure they do not go down the dark road again. And when they do start going down the dark road, they will make sure they're on top of it and correcting it. They now use the lessons they've learned, the knowledge they've learned, to really empower their relationship. So if you're watching this saying, no, absolutely not, there is hope. And that's, I think, the most important thing. There is hope. Obviously, it's down to you as the individual, to whether you are watching this because you have cheated, or you're on the cheated end of it. But it's a tough journey. But with every faith, you'll work through it. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, then please feel free to leave the thumbs up button and hit the subscription and ring the notification bell as well. Yes, I'm Tom Cockrell, an accredited relationship coach, and I'm hoping these lessons will help you back home. Thank you so much for giving us your time. I hope you stay strong, stay powerful, and have a happy relationship.